Hey everyone, it's Emily Hayes, your Utah real estate resource. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about loans. So exciting. When you're purchasing a home, you do need to, unless you have a big wad of cash that you want to put down, you can leverage your money by getting a loan. And there are a few different types of loan I want to talk about, and I also want to talk to you about down payment and what you need to put down for each loan. So the first loan I want to talk about is conventional. That's going to be the majority of people are going to be going with a conventional loan. Now with the conventional loan, to get the best rate, you're going to need to have a score of about 720 or higher. You can still get a conventional loan with a score lower than that, but typically the prices raised or the interest rates are raised just a little bit. With a conventional loan, you can put down as little as 3%. Or as much as you want, but 20% is probably the ideal, but most people don't have 20%, so don't worry about that. But if you don't put 20% down, you will have what's called private mortgage insurance, PMI. So this protects the banks in case you default on the loan and they need to sell it and can't get the money back. So it gives a little cushion to them. Now, if your loan to value ratio of your loan to the value of your house is 20%, which as the prices have been raising over the last 3 years, a lot of people who have put down 5%, have private mortgage insurance, can probably get an appraisal to actually have that taken off of your loan. That private mortgage insurance is usually about 0.5 to 1% of your loan amount per year. You can also actually pay that off up front. So talk to your lender and find out what your best financial options are there. The next type of loan that you have is an FHA loan. Now, an FHA loan is a government-backed loan, and that loan is, if you have a score, I think it's 620, it might even be 580, but 620 I think gives you a little bit of a better rate. You can use this type of loan. Now, FHA loans are fabulous options, but there are some fees involved with it. Now, they only require you to put down 3.5%, so it's a very low down payment amount, but they do charge you, I believe it's about 1%, it adds on to the value of your loan. So you get a $300,000 house, finance, or let's say you finance $300,000, it would be like $303,000 because it adds up 1% on. But a lot of my clients do FHA, and it is a great option. And sometimes it's even a better option than conventional if your credit score isn't as high as you'd like it to be, or isn't in that 720 range. There's no issues with getting offers accepted or anything like that with FHA. Conventional is somewhat more desirable, but I have a lot of clients that have gone FHA with no problem, so don't worry about that. It's still a really great loan. The only thing I don't like about it really is that your private mortgage insurance never goes away, and usually that's 0.85% of the loan amount. So what I just tell people is factor that 0.185 into it as the interest rate, and that's really what you're looking at, because that's going to be your payment for life. The government actually changed that. So if you want to have the laws changed, contact your senator and see if they can change that back, so you can get that private mortgage insurance off of your FHA loan. The third loan I want to talk about is VA. So if you are a veteran of any of the armed forces, you are eligible for a VA loan. So that is a very great loan. It's a zero down loan. And the reason that it's zero down is because, unfortunately, when you're in the military, you have to move every few years, so it's hard to save up for that down payment. So it allows people to get into homes with no money down really. And then they do have pretty low interest rates. So it's a very ideal loan. There is a few things to be aware of. They do charge some upfront cost, like the VA, like the FHA loan, I think it's about 1%. But the second time you use it, they actually charge you a little bit more. So definitely factor in what all of the additional charges are gonna be on that. Because if you have 20% to put down, conventional could potentially be a better option. It's just all dependent. So talk to your lender. They can really give you the breakdown and tell you what your mortgage payment's gonna be with each different type of loan. So those are all the three main types of loans that you have. Utah has another loan. It's called the Utah Housing Loan, and it can go with conventional or it can go FHA. But what it is, it's a 100% down loan. Now, it's a great option for people who don't have any money saved but are making good money and want to get into a house. The only thing I always do recommend having savings, because when you buy a home, there's always things that can come up, fixes and all this stuff, and the last thing I want is people to get into credit card debt because they have to put on a new roof or a new water heater or anything like that. But anyway, so you have the Utah housing loan, and I would definitely have your lender look into that option too if you're looking to save some money or not put any money down. Not every state has that. So if you know somebody who maybe is younger, doesn't have a lot of money to put down, but is still really interested in buying a house, I still think it's worth it. I saw somebody buy a home in November with Utah housing and 0% down, and they sold in the spring, and after all the fees and everything like that were taken out, I think they still netted about $11,000. So that's a really unusual story for the market to go up that quickly, but it's definitely, in my opinion, owning and paying down your own home can be better than renting, especially when interest rates are lower right now. Although they are trending up because the economy is better, which is a great thing too. So that's the information I want to talk to you about loans. If you have any questions about loans, let me know. I am always here as a resource. I am your Utah real estate resource. Even if you live outside of Utah and you just have general questions, let me know. I help refer out to agents all over the country and even the world. So if you know anyone that needs help outside of Utah, absolutely, I am your girl. I can totally help you with that too. Hope you guys are doing well. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.